Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Barca president Joan Laporta, who is reportedly very furious with manager Xavi after the disappointing draw yesterday. And of course, exit from the Champions League looks very possible right now. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Lionel Messi, as it has been reported that Messi is very bothered by Barcelona return rumors, and it has been reported that a move is unlikely at this point. So before we get right into that story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona did no favor to their chances of qualifying for the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League as they played out a 3-3 draw against Inter Milan at Spotify Camp Nou last night. The result leaves FC Barcelona teetering on the edges of dropping down to the Europa League for the second season in a row. Currently third in the table, Barca are 3 points shy of Inter Milan and of course will ideally need to win both their remaining games and hope the Italians drop points to stand a chance of going through. Considering the efforts that have been put into building this team in the summer transfer window and the signings that were made, much was expected for Barcelona, and while they have delivered in La Liga, their struggles in Europe have continued. And according to journalist Joan Verheels, Barcelona president Joan Laporta is furious with manager Xavi Hernandez over the situation following the Inter Milan clash. Barca have collected just 1 point from their last 3 Champions League matches and are on the brink of group stage exit once again. So it is only natural for the president to be upset about the whole situation, especially considering the risky strategy that they applied in the summer market. The update from Joan Verheels further adds that manager Xavi, in turn, is very angry with some of his players, which again is very much expected given the performances of late. All in all, the atmosphere is said to be very tense and so complicated at the moment, but it is important for Barcelona to set this aside and focus on the upcoming El Clasico. FC Barcelona are currently leading the La Liga table and getting the better of arch rivals Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu over the weekend could be just the kind of boost that Xavi needs with his team to get things back on track in Europe as well. Even up to this point in time, guys, to be honest, it's still not easy to say I have fully digested what happened yesterday, the result yesterday, which means we are on the brink of disqualification again and relegating to the Europa League back-to-back seasons, something that nobody expected when we see the way we went about the transfer business, the players that we got in the roster. I mean, who can expect that this kind of players will go to the Europa League? Of course, we know to an extent injury played a part, but we can't just put the blame on that. I think Xavi needs the blame the most. His tactics, his formation and everything. And secondly, the players are to be blamed too, because yesterday defense was absolute shit. Piqué, Busquets, I don't know, those guys need to retire, but they continue to force things that, when it's your time, you can leave. But it seems as though Xavi continued to favor his friends, and I don't understand why. Yesterday, we had a bad game. I will not blame the attack because I think we scored up to 3 goals, but it was the role for the defense to do their part. And I don't know, in the La Liga we play well defensively, but when we come to the Champions League, I don't know why Barca are so leaky, because nearly, in fact, all our games, we have not kept a clean sheet in any one game. We have played 4 games in the Champions League this season, but Barca have failed to keep a single clean sheet. What we talk about is only the clean sheet kept in La Liga. Come on, we need it also in the important stages of Europe. So yesterday's game was so painful for most Barca faithfuls, and Joan Laporta is also a Barca fan, not only the president, so he has every right to be angry because this report is claiming that Laporta is so furious, so disappointed and so angry at manager Xavi and his team. Some fans have been screaming all night, sack Xavi, Xavi is not the man for the job and everything like that. Guys, I don't think that's the solution right now. If you want to sack Xavi, who do you want to go to? Who do you want the president to bring? That's not the solution. That's Xavi is still, I know he's still inexperienced, but you can say, why should Laporta bring an inexperienced coach to coach a team like Barca? But I think there's nobody there. I think Xavi is still the right man for the job. Definitely, if this happens again, then maybe Laporta have the right to start contemplating what to do with Xavi. But right now, there's nothing to do with Xavi. Xavi, of course, I still trust Xavi's project. You know, they are nice like this, even though it's painful because back to back to back to back, like 6 seasons in a row, Barca have been suffering humiliating nights in the Champions League. It's just a normal thing, which is not supposed to be the case. We are Barcelona. It shouldn't be happening like this to us, you know. So let's see how it goes. But I don't think anybody should be expecting Xavi to be sacked. Xavi will play. Xavi will be our coach this season. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. No matter what happens in any competition, even though we all want Xavi to win a trophy, we can't go trophyless again. There's nobody. I myself, I won't accept a trophyless season like last time out. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Over the past few weeks, there have been a lot of speculations about Lionel Messi and his potential return to Barcelona at the end of the season when his contract with PSG expires. Joan Laporta is said to be intent on resigning the 35-year-old superstar after the way he was forced out of the club last year due to the iffy financial situation of the club. As for Messi's stance on a possible return, multiple sources have maintained that the Argentina captain is yet to decide on his future and will only do so once the FIFA World Cup is out of the way. Amidst all this, journalist Alfredo Martinez has now come up with a fresh report stating that Messi is very bothered by these speculations about a possible return to Barcelona in the summer of 2023. It is further claimed that at the moment, there is very little chance of the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner will move back to Barca, even though President Joan Laporta wants to pull off the deal. The report further adds that there has been no contact between the two parties so far, further corroborating claims that Messi's relationship with Laporta has become practically non-existent following his shock exit last year. Given the way the circumstances are, the former Barcelona captain making a return to Spotify Camp Nou on a Bosman move next year is looking like a very unlikely prospect at this point in time. Messi will have the option of renewing his contract with PSG, who are very much eager for him to continue at the Parc des Princes. At the same time, a move to the MLS is also a possibility for the 35-year-old superstar. It remains to be seen what he decides next summer when his contract runs out. At the moment though, as per the report, a return to Barcelona looks very, very difficult. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.